All right, guys, debt is something we don't want for us or for our children, which is why it's important for adults to teach kids a valuable lesson so they don't fall into debt. Molly Westling and Jonathan Knapp are here. And Molly, you are a former student of a class we're going to talk about, and you're the co-founder of Real Life 101. I want to start with you because it's not just debt you talk about. That just happens to be the topic for this weekend. But the idea is just things you run into every day.
Absolutely. There's so many things in life that decisions we have to make that we're not prepared for. We don't have all the information, or we don't know how to process the information that we have to make a good decision. So what Real Life 101 is about teaching people how you go about making these decisions so that you can get more out of life and make responsible choices.
And this weekend's called Good Debt, Bad Debt.
Right. This Saturday we've got a class, Good Debt, Bad Debt. It's really designed to teach people understanding how debt works. You know, debt's got a lot of bad press lately because of what's going on in the country, obviously. But debt has some good aspects. You know, most of us wouldn't own a home or drive a car. Some of us wouldn't even go to college if we didn't have the capability of taking on debt. But every time we take on debt, there's some bad things that can happen to us. So it's about understanding the opportunities that are there and protecting ourselves from some of the bad things so we don't get into trouble.
So I think that's a good example to remind us what the good debt is, and all of that kind of shapes what we're allowed to do in the coming years or whatever. And Molly, you were a former student. You took this Good Debt, Bad Debt class. What was the thing that surprised you the most when you took the class similar to this one?
Well, I never really knew there was a thing called good debt. I always thought debt was bad and you never want it. And the thing is, like what Jonathan said, you need necessary things like a house and car, and you're not going to always have money to pay for it up front. So that's where the debt comes in. But I learned that you have to have discipline and you have to manage your money in a good way so that you can stay out of debt.
And how did you find out about the class? I was curious because I don't know how everybody finds out that this class is out there.
I've known Jonathan and Sarah for a long time, and they told me about the class, and they said that it's for my age, and I said I definitely want to go.
Do you have a target age group that you said you've had parents come to sit in with kids and say, boy, I learned something?
Teens and young adults really are the most vulnerable. Okay. The class is accessible to everyone. We start with the very basic terminology and work all the way up to 5 questions everyone needs to answer before they take on debt. All right. But yeah, it's important to get started early so you make the right decisions the first time through.
So that's this Saturday. It's Good Debt, Bad Debt from 10:30 to noon at the Tomahawk Ridge Community Center in Overland Park. Registration is $35. We do have all of this information posted on our website, NBCActionNews.com. Just look under the Scene On section midway down the homepage. We'll be right back after the